You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Only in Newsday, the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office has formed its first cold case unit to review hundreds of unsolved homicides.
We're working primarily with the Suffolk County PD. We're dedicating staff and resources to that. We've just started that, and that's really kind of an offshoot of the Gilgo investigation.
Now, I'm joined by Newsday court reporter Grant Parpan. Tell us more. So, Grant, what do we know about this new unit?
This is part of what Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney has called an ambitious plan to solve every homicide in Suffolk County. Mm-hmm. This is something that people have said, well, how do you do this? How do you solve every case? And he says, well, we need to look at it the same way we did the Gilgo Beach Task Force. So this is essentially an offshoot of that.
Wow. So how many homicides that are not been solved are there in Suffolk County?
So the district attorney says we're looking at it as the number of bodies. So they're looking at all the way back to 1965, you have roughly 300 bodies. Wow. So that's how they're looking at it. Now, most of those cases are likely homicides or believed to be homicides. Some of them could turn up to be overdoses or people who died for any number of factors. But this is bringing closure to cases where there was none in the past.
Now, if you live on the island or you don't live on the island, you're familiar with the Gilgo Task Force. How are this unit different from that?
Yeah. So the Gilgo Beach Task Force is specifically now really the Rex Uerman case, right? Mm-hmm. Or, those particular bodies associated, with Gilgo Beach, with that case. Some of them haven't been charged yet, may never be charged to him. But these cases are the other cases on the island, other instances where human remains have turned up and the case has not been solved in the past 55 years.
Wow, and who's running this new unit?
So there's a team of about 15 people that's on this unit from the DA's office, and they'll work with police, obviously, to solve these crimes. They've brought in a former deputy chief of forensics for the NYPD, a guy by the name of Brian McGee. He's a person who they're crediting with really helping to run this. They're also looking to bring in a forensic genealogist who will work specifically for the district attorney's office. And I think through those roles, really, you now have access to the most modern science. And that's what they're really looking to do with this group.
So what happens next? When is the start date? When are we going to see this in action?
This is underway, so I think that's what's really going to be interesting is when are we going to see, are we already seeing, are we soon to see the fruits of this labor? Mm-hmm. That's kind of unclear, right? The DA always says, we speak through charges, and until we see charges, we won't really know, but this is underway. These efforts are happening right now.
All right, these investigators are underway. You are working hard. Thank you so much. Newsday court reporter Grant Parpan, thank you so much for joining us. And also, you can learn more about this story at newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.